the most beautiful criminal, conquered the whole world. Who is she and how did she blow up the internet? Today I will tell you the whole truth. A perfect figure, long hair, and a cocky look from under her brows. The photo of the detained criminal from Colombia flew all over the world in a matter of days. The beauty was admired, confessed her love and waited for the film adaptation of her story. And it seemed that there really was something to shoot about. The girl was credited with leading a network of killers, a sharp career rise in the gang environment and the massacre of her former lover. Why is all this really not true? How the whole world believed in a fake story and what the doll did in the end? On December 5, 2024, a number of major online publications reported that 23-year-old Karen Juliet Ojeda Rodriguez was detained in Colombia at the very beginning of the month. The video attached to the news showed a long-haired girl in trousers and a white top being escorted by police. Then the pistol seized from her was shown. Journalists wrote that almost the most dangerous criminal girl in the world was detained in Colombia. The journalists claimed that the doll had been involved in crime since the age of 18 and was an expert in firearms. According to journalists, she was detained not only for participating in an organized criminal group, but also for an organized attack on her former lover. On June 23, she allegedly called a man to a meeting, where unknown people opened fire on him, and then fled on a motorcycle. The unfortunate man was taken to the hospital, but the doctors were powerless. Most of all, people were struck by the girl's appearance. It seems to be known to everyone that gangs in South America are constantly at war with the police and often control entire regions of countries. There are frequent reports that women and children are joining drug cartels and other groups en masse. However, the doll made an indelible impression on the internet community. She was immediately dubbed the glamorous killer and the most beautiful criminal. They began to dream of a film adaptation of the doll's adventures. In the flood of excitement, no one noticed that the whole glamorous killer thing was a big mistake. On December 9, journalists suddenly announced that the doll had been unexpectedly released. The fact is that the girl was confused with another criminal. The police said that the doll was detained when he and an accomplice went to beat the dead out of the debtor. At the same time, she was never suspected of having any connections with killers. The doll is indeed a criminal, the police explained, but she has no links to the bloody massacres in the past, as previously reported by journalists around the world. Apparently, the girl and her boyfriend gave out loans at a large percentage, and then beat these percentages out of debtors by force. We have no information that anyone died at her hands, the police said, and confirmed that the girl had been released at the moment, although investigative actions against her were continuing. The accomplice named Leopold, who was detained along with the doll, was also released until the investigation was completed. While investigating this strange story, we drew attention to the news that appeared in Colombian online publications back on September 30th. On that day, Karen Juliet Ojeda Rodriguez, nicknamed Doll, was also detained in the city of Piedecuesta. That article told the story of an assassination attempt on a former lover that took place on June 23rd. In general, the story was the same, only the doll arrested in September did not have an accomplice of Leopoldo, but an accomplice, Paula Valentina Hoya Rueda, nicknamed the Fat Killer. It was this woman who, at the request of Rodriguez, hired people who shot at her former lover. Both women have been arrested and are in custody. But why was the doll detained in Barrancabermeja mistaken for Rodriguez? Apparently, the confusion occurred due to a number of circumstances. After the appearance in the Latin American media of a video with a beautiful criminal, everyone rushed to look for information about her. One of the first posts on the social network was published by journalist-blogger Jacobo Solano Cerchiaro. It is not known which sources he used, but his post mixed the biographies of two criminals. Both are indeed nicknamed Doll, but no one called the beautiful woman from Barrancabermeja Rodriguez. The police referred to her only by a nickname. Her name appeared only after Cerchiaro's post on December 5. There were many mistakes in his text, made in an attempt to work out a hot topic as soon as possible, and the facts of the biographies of both criminals were piled up. Later, Cerchiaro published a series of posts in which he admitted the mistake and pointed out that two criminals with the nickname Doll really operated in the region. Anyway, the legend of the beautiful woman who embarked on a criminal path immediately after graduating from high school and became the leader of a group of killers should really turn into a movie. What do you think about this story? I'm waiting for your opinion in the comments. If you want to see our new issue with a new interesting story, then let us know with your likes and comments. Be sure to share the video with your friends. To never miss our new videos again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.